brought to you by MTN.
It's a Monday on Sports Express. Let's start with the numbers. Uganda's Joshua Cheptegei breaks world record in 10-kilometer road. 9 wins were recorded in the La Liga as Barca stayed top after Messi's late strike at Atletico Madrid. 8th place Arsenal now winless in 8 after being held at Norwich as Hamilton's Abu Dhabi Masterclass victory moves his career total wins to just 7 behind Schumacher's all-time record. Plateau United still remain top and unbeaten in the MPFL after match day 6 as Spain's Pablo Larrazabal captures 5th European Golf Tour title. Bayern slipped to 4th in the Bundesliga after home loss to Leverkusen as Enugu Rangers fall at home in the CAF Confederations Cup, letting in 3 goals against the Pyramids. Leicester stays second as Kelechi Iheanacho's dramatic winner helped the Foxes to a 2-1 win over Everton. And this is your number 1 sports show on radio. My name is Kingsley Akpan. Welcome to Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. Who is coming? It's still Monday's edition of Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. We begin the international news with some good news from the home front as the World Taekwondo Body has announced the approval of a coach certification course to take place in Nigeria. This course will be the first of its kind in English version to take place in Africa after it was previously held in Arabic in Egypt and Morocco, while it will take place in French in Senegal. President of the Nigerian Taekwondo Federation, Margaret Binga, commended the world body for approving the program in Nigeria scheduled for the 15th and 16th of December 2019 in Abuja. We drive up to Formula 1, where 6-time F1 champion Lewis Hamilton showed class to dominate and win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix on Sunday. The Mercedes driver led the way from pole position to claim a comfortable victory, sealing his 11th triumph of the 21 races held this season, a feat which equals his previous best performances in 2014 and 2018. The season-ending victory moves Hamilton's career total to 84 wins, just 7 behind the all-time record held by Michael Schumacher. Red Bull's Max Verstappen finished second, while Ferrari's Charles Leclerc came third. To athletics, Uganda's Joshua Cheptegei produced an outstanding effort to break the 10-kilometer road world record in Valencia on Sunday. The 23-year-old shaved 6 seconds off the previous record set by Kenya's Leonard Common in 2010 after posting a new time of 26 minutes 38 seconds in the Spanish city. And over to basketball NBA results. Miami Heat defeated Brooklyn Nets 109-106. Memphis Grizzlies also beat Minnesota Timberwolves 115-107. Karl Anthony Towns with 21 points, 20 rebounds, and 5 assists in that one. And also, Golden State Warriors lost again to Orlando Magic 96-100. But Guti is smiling. But I'm looking for another result here. Okay, yeah. Detroit Pistons defeated San Antonio Spurs 132-98. Well, the smile just vanished from Bodu's face.
That was
a blowout. Houston Rockets, James Harden 60 points. Wow. They beat Atlanta Hawks 158-111. LA Clippers also defeated Washington Wizards 150-125. Carolina with 34 points in that one. Toronto Raptors also picked up a win over Utah Jazz 130-110. While Los Angeles Lakers, LA Lakers again lost to Dallas Mavericks 100-114. Luka Doncic with 27.9 rebounds and 10 assists in that, while LeBron James also posted 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. But
that's the story.
It's hitting up.
Yeah, that's the story. You look at that game where Harden scored 60 points, and a lot of games this season. I think it's also this morning that the Clippers scored 150 points.
Yeah.
So some of the games they feel like all-star games where the teams will play defense. The NBA have made it such way that it's easy for scorers to get to the buckets and for the games to have a lot of points, but still defense will win the games. And when you called the Lakers story, I said the Lakers result. I said that's the story. About a year ago, when Luka Doncic first came to the NBA, the first time he played at the Staples Center, it was against LeBron James, and he was very, very nervous. And because he said he idolized LeBron all his life. At the back of his mind, he just wanted to be on the same floor with James and get his jersey. And that's as soon as the game ended, they went to the locker room, and I had the autograph jersey, please. This time, the boy wasn't smiling. In fact, one of the highlights of the game, he knocked down a 3-pointer over James. Looked at him, smiled, and walked away.
Wow.
Yeah, the king is going. The king is going. Here comes the king. I think Luka is going to be a problem. He's 20. He's playing so well, and right now, his team, the last Mavericks, they sit atop the Southwest Division, where they have Rockets and Pelicans and Spurs. And see, where all of us are talking about how good Rockets can be in the playoffs, how good the Clippers will be. I think we are sleeping on the Mavericks.
Yeah.
I think they are going to be a problem because this team is going to get better. Right now, Porzingis isn't playing too good because he's just settling down. I think by the time we get to the playoffs, they're going to be one of the teams to watch. But like you said, it's just simmering nicely. We're enjoying it.
Yeah, we're enjoying it. After the break, Bodo Guthrie is still here for the Nigerian Sports Scene. Welcome back. It's time for the Nigerian Sports Scene on Sports Express, brought to you by MTN. Bodo Guthrie is still here, but it's not a good day for our continental warriors. Let me call them warriors.
Expected.
Well, in the CAF Confederations Cup, Group A, Rangers lost at home to Pyramids, and you just wonder why all the coaching brouhaha.
Nothing was going to change this game, man, honestly. But first, let's give us all the results.
Okay. And in Group D, we have Hassani Agade beating him by 2-0. And it's just sad that all what we face back home, now we are seeing the results when these teams play continentally, yes, against teams who come from a league that have structure and they are competitive. Actually,
I'm not surprised that the Rangers lost. And in fact, I'm surprised that they played so well, especially in the first half, because they took a 1-0 lead into halftime. So the second half, when everything just fell apart, two penalties with a goal in between.
Was it the red card?
I think the red card contributed. But for me, like I said earlier, I don't think the coaching crew can do it. I don't think there's anything they could have done to prevent this, because, like you all know, the coach has got to work with what he has on ground.
Yeah.
And it was unfortunate for Rangers that they're playing against Pyramids. It's not settled. I've told you about Pyramids how many times, about what I think they are bringing to Enugu, and that's exactly what we saw. But I think Rangers need now to get ready for the second game, because if they lose back-to-back games, home and away, there might be no way back. So they've got to find a way to bring at least a point back from their next game away. I think it's at Morocco. They need to find a way to get a point back from that one. And between at that time, the coach could have the time. They have the time on their hands to work on how to get the team to play the way they want. So this one is done and dusted. Now let's go forward. For Yimba, I just saw the highlights of the goals. They are down 2 goals within 18 minutes, and then they settled. But that first goal was hilarious, to say the least. Miscommunication between the goalkeeper and the defender, and then the ball got to him and he couldn't hold the ball still, and then the ball just strolled into the net. But I like the fact that Yimba settled. Most of the second half was about them. If they played, that's if they had calmed their nerves before. In fact, when they are coming to the pitch, you could see, I think the cold got to them. A lot of them had dry lips.
Wow.
So I think the cold got to them. But again, this is the first game. If they come in all their home games and get a point away from which I think they're capable of doing, then we can talk of them qualifying into the knockout stages.
All right, but over to the MPFL. Nasarawa United lost at home to Delta Force. Okay. Aqua United. Adamawa 4-1 victors over Kaduna. Aqua Starlet 1, Warri Wolves 0. Wiki Tories 1, Heartland 0. Sunshine Stars beat Aqua United by a lone goal. Plateau and Pillars ended goalless. Plateau still remain top and unbeaten. Rivers and Abia also same result. Any surprise?
Delta, they got an away win despite all the stories swirling around them. They've not been paid salaries, unless of course they've been paid from the money that was received.
The new Delta.
But are you sure it's the new Delta? Because I mean, the LMC told us there was a release on Friday after all the noise that look, as it is in Sato School, that we are not saying, we are still looking at the proposal. We are not authorized. So I think it's Delta Force that played the match. So for them to have gotten a away win, maybe to cause a change of heart. But hey, the process has been set in motion. But I think it's a good result for them. I didn't think they can go and play and get any result at all. Yeah. So the win is a lot of kudos to them. Rivers United had won 2 on the bounce. We expect that they make it 3 with the win at home, but it didn't happen. And I think for Kano Pillars, I think the time is up. 3 matches. I think they've got 1 or 2 points from the ultimatum. So we are expecting news from Kano very soon.
Okay, later today it will be Jigawa up against Ifeanyi. Thank you very much, Bodo Guthrie. After the break, the World Soccer Report. Welcome back. It's time for the World Soccer Report right here on Sport Express, brought to you by MTN. Yemi Adesanya is here. Yeah, I mean, before we get to England, let's start with the Bundesliga. Bayern lost at home
Oh,
to Leverkusen, and you wonder, none of us expected. We were even expecting another blowout.
oh yes. I was expecting a huge blow.
Dortmund won away from home to Hertha Berlin. Leipzig won away from home at Paderborn 3-2. Mönchengladbach stayed top, 4-2 victors over Freiburg, and Schalke 04 also defeated Union Berlin 2-1. Bayern.
First, let's look at Schalke. Schalke are second. Surprise, surprise.
Wow.
Schalke, after struggling over the last few seasons, are second in Bundesliga, and they're heading towards the winter break. Now, Bayern, the games that the interim manager has taken over, he scored 4 goals in all those games. So I expected, knowing Leverkusen are struggling defensively, that they could easily push 4 past them. But these guys, Roselu, they were dogged, and they good value for their victory. You can't begrudge them for that. It was very painful to watch Bayern lose at home in the first one.
Yeah, I understand that
But
part.
then, kudos to Leverkusen. This just shows that, it can happen. It can happen in Germany, but can it happen on a sustained basis, where Bayern can be more or less pushed at their fourth now?
Yeah,
So
that's what.
we just have to keep watching what's going on in Germany.
Okay, so another shocking result. Serie A, Juventus 2-2 against Sassuolo. Inter defeated Spal 2 goals to an Inter now top.
Yes.
Napoli lost at home to Bologna 2 goals to 1. Milan beat Parma away from home. Roma also beat Verona away from home 3 goals to 1. Napoli, Juve, I never saw this coming. Both sides dropping points.
The issues at Napoli are beyond what's going on the pitch. And, Ancelotti said something yesterday that the players are kind of betraying the fans. But it's more than that. Something has to happen between the manager and the chairman. The owner of the team, De Laurentiis and Ancelotti are loggerheads right now. I think it's that's why affected the team. And that is why they're putting this kind of performance. The Bologna winner of Sassuolo was well taken.
Yeah.
But they scored an equalizer, which was ruled out by VAR, by the way. But Napoli needs to, they need to get their acts together.
Okay, to the La Liga, Barcelona back on top after Messi got that late win at Atletico. Alaves also lost at home to Real Madrid. Sevilla 1-0 victors over Leganes. Valencia 2-1 winners over Villarreal. Sociedad also put 4 past Eibar. Now, very quickly to the Premier League. Newcastle were able to hold the champion City 2-2.
What a weekend!
Yes, that weekend. The weekend started on that kind of note. Liverpool were able, to get their own win over Brighton. It was Manchester United 2-2 over Aston Villa. Chelsea lost at home to West Ham 1-0. We didn't expect
What
that.
a weekend!
Norwich Arsenal 2-2. Tottenham 3-2 victors over Bournemouth. The EPL last weekend was just something else.
You start from St. Joseph's Park. I saw the lineup and I was like, okay. I borrowed from Gabriel Jesus cannot lace Sergio Aguero's boots.
It can't happen.
Let's be clear. We're talking about the striker of world-class Sergio Aguero.
Yeah.
Now, I think City as a team, I think they're looking drained.
Yeah.
For Newcastle to be able to score 2 goals against them, I think it's a huge affront to City and all the things they represent. That Newcastle, the area of caution up front, got a goal. I don't know the effects it will have on Newcastle in terms of them bouncing back or the bounce of their season, but this is a huge dent on Manchester City and their hopes of winning the 3-peat.
Arsenal and you? Still tagging
Where
along.
we are.
Still tagging along.
I don't know the thing of Arsenal and United, the relationship.
Yeah.
Somehow, Arsenal drop points, then they just ensure that they follow suit. I said something, I said, if I put together my secondary school midfield, my secondary school midfield will dominate that Manchester United midfield. It was that bad to see. How Fred and Pereira are Brazilians is a huge surprise. How Pereira gets to play, to start for Manchester United, is a huge surprise to me because he's had stinker upon stinker. And how he didn't get carried is another surprise because first minute he already got into a tackle, I got to carry. It was a sad performance of United. But for Arsenal, I think you can look at there a few positives here and there. The only drawback I think still remains defensively, and Arsenal need to ask themselves, Fred Ljungberg, the entire team, depending on when the new manager comes in, the first question they need to ask themselves is Shkodran Mustafi. What part does he have in this team. If you're going to let go of him, you have to let go of him.
Yeah.
I think that whenever he's in that defense, it's a huge, huge minus to Arsenal and everything like that. But you have to give credit to Norwich. They really played well.
Yeah,
They gave as good as they could. But you see, quality, the cream will always rise to the top.
All right. Thank you very much, Emi Adesoya. That's the size of our show. Many thanks for staying with us. My name is Kingsley App, and have a lovely week ahead. Good morning.
This has been a Sport Vision This
Monday. Oh, I'm going to that. So, like, you don't want that.